This is the book of Proverbs 1 verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. Call Allah Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully elect men that scattered abroad, pushing this truth without sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you very, very few sincere sisters that's taking heed and getting order in these last days. Right, and brother One coming to your video, Lord, when it's edifying, right, and uplifting. So real quick, just had a beautiful camp, midweek, right? And hey man, it goes to show you that's why we give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, man, because through the apostles, man, right, our spiritual fathers, they've been showing us the right way, not trying to sell you the way, none of those things, man, but trying to tell you the right way, because why? They care about your salvation, So I'm just going to give you a little quick backstory right quick, from the camp. Hey, it was a beloved brother, beautiful Jake came up. He was humble and he just wanted some understanding. He's trying to find his way, He said he'd been window shopping, right? When we say window shopping, he'd been looking at different camps, right? The two ones that he had on the list was IUIC and Sakari, And one thing about it is we divide the word, right? And, he only knew IUIC and Sakari through the surface, right? So, you have to, excuse me, Salaki. You had the officers, right? You had the bishops, right? The captains. Hey, that was beautifully going into it, helping the brother find his way, showing him, like you said, not trying to force the doctrine of Great Millstone, which we already know through the Spirit is the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? But just showing him these other camps is selling him a dream, and really is showing him damnation if he was to follow them, right? But the brother came by. Well, first of all, Salakia, Keisha had walked by. She was cool in the spirit. She was humble. She came by, and she was looking. She was looking hard. But as she had walked past us, the Jake that he came into the camp. They had a small conversation, and she was pretty much telling him, like, man, them brothers, they lighten it up over there. They laying the law down, And so the Jake came, to the camp. He scrolled to the camp, and he sincerely just listening, right? And like I said, the title of this video really gonna be like the captain had said, Jake can get it, how can't you? Right? Somewhere along those lines, right? Jake can get it, how can't you? But it's going to show you that, hey, these camps are sellouts, man. Right? But so yeah, Jake came by, and he was just listening, and things were just making sense. And the beauty of it, the last thing was what I'm going to get into, right? Is what we all know. This one major thing is what divides all these camps. That's why I wanted to bring out this scripture of Proverbs 1 and 5. But wise man will hear and will increase learning, because he knew one thing, right? He knew one thing that he was holding on to, right? Which was that MOTB. Right? I repeat that. The main thing that he was holding on to was that MOTB, right? He had trouble with finding the name, right? The brothers had blessed him with the name, right? The name of the Lord is Yahweh, right? He exists, he is to be, right? His only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, right? He saves, he delivers, right? The brother said beautiful points. The brother said, I gotta get that Yahshua out my name, out my head. Yahshua out my name, out my head. I gotta be reprogrammed, right? That was the beautiful words that the brother said. I gotta be reprogrammed, and that was beautiful because it showed humility. Because we understand that you have to have humility, right? You have to open up so the Lord can bless you. You know, the brother, you know, he walked off knowing the name, had pictures of it, you know. But the thing is, like on the title gonna be stated, right? How did this Jake know what the MOTB was, and these camps don't know it? You know, and he was specifically going to IUIC, you know, and even also with the name. You know, how was that these Salakia, how was it this Jake, right? No, Salakia, how was that these camps know that they Hebrews, but they always hollering out a Greek name? You know? They go to show you these men do not have the truth. Right? And like we told the Jake, hey man, we telling you the 100% truth over here, man. Right? Whatever you want to go into, we're going to break it down. Right? With the Greek, the Latin, the Hebrew. We're going to dive into it, right? Rightly dividing the word. Right? So I'm going to play this clip, you know, and think of, hey, man, call all Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because the Jake knew the prophecy. He knew what's coming down the line. If he ain't knew the name, right? He didn't know nothing about the garment. Going to the houses and hedges. He knew this major prophecy was going to shake everybody up. You know, and that's, hey, and that's mercy within itself. Because the Lord can, hey, guess what? He can show me everything else. Right? Jake knew the main thing that was going to come to America, man. Really to this whole world. Right? But you know, we dwell inside Babylon, so that's how this dope step in America. Right? So I'm like, and like I said, I'm gonna reference off this scripture again because a wise man will hear, right? The Lord considered that man a wise. Why he took heed of what the lady told him, that hey, those men are speaking some real words, because you know, me and the brothers was laughing about it, but hey, the lady had said, you know, she's like, ooh, that give me chills. You know, and the brother was, you know, the brother, officer brother, Kwashakala, you know, was beautifully going into it, breaking it down. You know, also the captain, you know, Gamal was, hey, they was going into it, man. And she walked by, was like, hey, you know, how'd you say it again? Y'all give me chills because it was reality. It was real. It was really what's about to go on. And that's what related to that brother. She related to that brother, and that brother came, right? You know, got off all his questions sincerely, and he was ready to listen than to speak, because he, like he said, he was saying, like, you know, he only knew about a year, you know, a year and some change, year and 6 months, you know, but still he came as a babe. He was ready to hear more than to listen. He wanted to get off his points so he can be edified on it, but he was ready to hear, you know. So like I said, a wise man, well, it's like, I'm reading in NLT, it says, let the wise listen to these proverbs and become even wiser. Let those with understanding receive guidance, right? And that's what the brother had walked off with, was more understanding. And like I said, call all Yahweh Shem Yahushua to that, because hey, we was there for him, right? We don't believe in no such thing as no coincidence. It was there at the right time, right? At the right day, laying the law down, right? So I'm gonna play this clip right quick of him really going to the, like I said, he was literally breaking down the MOTB without the precepts, man. Without going inside the Greek, without going inside the Latin, right? Whatever you want to dive into, he was going into it because that's how plain it is. Scripture's going to that though, you know, because Lord willing, and he probably could be, you know, a man of the Lord. You know, because what it says gonna be plain to the elect, but right, but a stumbling block to the unrighteous. Roughly paraphrasing. So let me go to it right quick. Allah, Yahweh Shah. So Khan, I just wanted to let it play through, right? So hey, the brother just beautifully just brought it out. He knew out of all things, he knew that what the MOTB was, and I had brought it out after the camera, off the camera, when my encounter when it came to IUIC. And thing about it, this vision, right? This prophecy is really plain, right? It's plain to the point that your average blunt smoking Jake know what it is, man. But you heads in these camps don't know what it is. It only leads to one thing: you sold out. You sold out to teach against it. Like I said, I actually walked. I was out camping. This was before I even joined. Great Millstone, Atlanta. Way before. And I was out teaching. IUIC rolled up. So they rolled up in about 6. They rolled up on me 6 deep. You know what I'm saying? Asking, how long you gonna be right here? We finna be down the street, woo woo. So I'm like, I'm finna close out, about 15 minutes. Cool. They get on their little they open up on their little intercom saying they don't tie themselves up with no other Israelite group. I'm laughing at it. Cool. All right, whatever. So cool. All right, later on I close out, and then I walk across the street. I walk across the street to go to the store, and IUIC is at the same plaza of the grocery store, or the corner store, teaching. He got the little running man. He giving out all the little pamphlets and everything to everybody. And he asked me he asked me. He was trying to get to me. I was like, nah, I'm straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. Y'all don't even teach the right shit anyway. I was like, y'all don't even teach about the mark of the beast. And as I said that, right, a Jake, like I said, a blunt smoking Jake walked by, and he was like, yeah, man, the MOTB, yeah, that's the RFID chip. This folks trying to track you everywhere you go. In my head, I said, so how the fuck, right? How the fuck this man know? And he's not even in the truth, right? He's not in the truth. This man got a whole blunt in his hand. He finna walk in the store get some old Swishers, and y'all don't know it, right? It boils down to one thing, man. These folks is sold out. They sold out, man. But it goes to show you, hey, man, hey, for that bag, niggas will do whatever. Niggas will really go against the Lord. And I had about 2 more scriptures I want to bring out. But yeah, hey, like the Jake had just said, he knew what it was, man. He said, I ain't even want my daughter to take no more juicy juice shots, man. Cause he knew it was something more to it. Right? But these other Israelite leaders can't tell you that though. That's why them niggas got their ass ran up out of Kenya now. Right? It's like it. Read this last 2 scriptures. And you know, by the way, I am in transit, right? So, matter of fact, let me go to Proverbs. So like Isaiah 8 and Isaiah 8 and 20. Right? I want to answer my own question. Right? Because the question I impose is, Jay can get it. Why can't you? Well, this is the answer. And I got two answers. So like it. This Isaiah 3 answers. Isaiah 8 verse 20. It's like, come on now. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is no light. There is no light in them. Right? And because when we go into it, we go inside the Greek, we go into Latin, we go into Hebrew, we break it down to the lowest molecule, degree, and we show you the proof. You know, like the captain said, we're not trying to force you to join our side. But we're gonna tell you the truth. You know, and you take that and run with it. You know? You take what was given and you run with it. But guess what? The brother, right? The sincere Jake, he felt it in his spirit that was correct. You know, because he was doing his own studying, and to come across other men that's literally lining up with the same that you're talking about, he felt it in his spirit that was correct, man. Right? But like I said, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, but according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Right? And that's these other camps. They're in complete darkness, man. Right? Matter of fact, with that Titus 1 and 10, man, you know, and the officer, you know, beautifully brought it out earlier, but I want to bring it out again through this, you know, the small video. Right? Yep. Well, yeah, I'll start at verse 9. Excuse me. 1 Peter 1 and 9 in the NLT, it says he must have a strong belief in the trustworthy message he was taught. Right, with us, you know, trickling down to the believer that's just now coming in, listening. It says he was taught. Then he will be able to encourage others with wholesome teaching. Right. Not half, but wholesome teaching, right? Because you rightly dividing it, going to the Strongs, going to the like I said, the Greek, the Hebrew, the Latin, breaking these things down all the way down, right? Like I would say, that he may run that readeth it. You gonna hear it and you gonna be like, damn, this is it. I'm running with this. This is it, right? It says, teaching and show those who oppose it where they are wrong, and that's what we did to the brother. You know, and the brother understood. It was like, damn, that shit makes sense. Because like he said, I know about them, but I didn't really dig so deep on them. Right? And that's what the captain and the officer did. They showed him a lot that he didn't even know. And that's what made him really back all the way up. Right? Just from feeling his presence. You know? His energy, we already knew, like, oh yeah, he ain't fucking around with them, because it's like, damn. He didn't know about that, because, but that's what these niggas do. IUIC, Sakari, right? They show you the gimmicks, right? The fun looking shit. The whole time they got a whole closet full of bones, man. Right? Verse 10. In the NLT again, it says, for there are many rebellious people who engage in useless talk and deceive others. And that's what they do. They try to deceive you into what? Telling you the MOTB is not deceive hip. Telling you it's sin. It's embargo. It's sleeping with white women. You know? Everything what it's supposed to be. But their platform is so huge, they're able to deceive. Right? They're able to deceive a lot of people. Right? Matter of fact, let me read inside the KJV. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, right, of Israel. They know they Israel, but they teaching falsely. Because they know a lot of Jake don't know much to hold their own weight. So that's where they come in and try to so-called put them in deep waters, and they got them. The whole time, they not saving their soul. They're really finna get them men killed or those women killed. Verse 11, it says in the KJV, whose mouths must be stopped, right? Because all that what the brother was believing in, that stopped when he came to our account, you know, and it is being stopped, like the brother had beautifully mentioned earlier. You seen how them niggas IUIC got ran out of Kenya? You teaching deceivableness, man. We're not teaching the true word. It says teaching things which they ought not for filthy lucre's sake. All right, teaching for their own gain. Right? That's why them niggas is going out sad. That's why the niggas is going on wax right now. Everybody's seeing they bullshit. You know? Let me close out with this last scripture. This is the book of 1 John. It's like a wrong book. This is the book of 1 John 2:19. In the KJV, it says, they went out from us, but they were not of us. Like, you know, before the I encourage you to go watch the full live stream, right? Because like the captain had said earlier, we was all a part of one, up on the Church of One West. And guess what? Everybody started breaking off due to the year 2000. That really made a lot of people break off and create their own thing, right? So that's heavy. So it says they went out from us, but they were not of us, right? Because the apostles of Great Mission, they still stuck to it, right? They took what they had to take to the chin, and they still pushing. Same doctrine. Nothing switching up. Of the camps they have. It says, for if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. And it's being shown they're not really of Israel. Like it says, all Israel is not of Israel, man. You got a cluster. All right, but you also have your deceivable niggas too in here. Right? And they getting purged out. They getting showed up. Like the captain said, hey, how's that Jake understand, but you don't? Yeah, hey, everything boils down to we already knowing that, hey, y'all niggas sold out, man. Y'all niggas sold out for that bad. You got a lot of blood on your hands because why? You got sincere brothers and sisters that's trying to learn, but y'all so money hungry, right? Being greedy dogs. Y'all wanted to deceive them folks, man. And that's what we always say, all right? It's through the spirit, the Apostle Tahar, he tell you, hey, we understand that. We know it's going to be possible of the elect inside a lot of these camps, right? But once they start coming across us and the more that the camp that they was looking up to get exposed, they're going to know the true prophets was telling them the right things about these camps, man. Not camp bashing, not hating. We're trying to save your damn life because these folks going on the wrong hole. Right? And it was a, what was I looking up? Oh, man. Was it something I was looking up? No, that wasn't it. That's the YouTube thing. Oh, man. I can't remember which one it was. Let me see if I can find it right quick. It's cool. I can't remember what word I was trying to grab. It's cool. I'm gonna keep reading though. This 1 John 2:20. It says, but ye have an unction. That's what it was, unction. Call all Yahweh Shema Shah. But ye have an unction. Right, matter of fact, let me read into it from 19 again. It says, they went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. Right? So matter of fact, real quick, let's go to the book of Amos. Right? Because we know all things, right? That's why through the Spirit we know, right? What the apostles saying, we have the 100% truth. Right? We ain't got to set out to tell you the truth, man. We ain't got to say no precept. Right? This is the book of Amos 3 verse 7. Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Right? All of the, the Lord gave it to the apostles, man, a great millstone to the code, this whole book, man. Telling you what's going on. You know? And like the captain made so many beautiful points. Hey, man. Bishop Nate learned from up under the apostle Tahar. Right? He older than it. Matter of fact, it's a scripture on that too. Yeah, these niggas be older than the truth, but they don't have the truth. They know they're Israelite, and that's really about all they know. They know they're Israelite. Other than that, they teach everything else false, man. What it says, a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Right? So it says, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. And that's why we teaching all things. That's why we breaking down all things. You know, because we have the unction, right? And going to that word unction, just pretty much being anointed. Right? These things is not anointed. These other can't believe they're not anointed, man. And it's showing. Right? All these niggas want to goddamn Mr. Keep the law. I'm perfect in the law. Right? But now everything being shown that, hey, y'all niggas is not keeping the laws, man. In the barbershop getting lineups. You know? Your wives got them putting you on blast about you like to, you know what I'm saying? You like to get, like I said last, you like to get bust up the back. You know, all kind of crazy shit, right? Being whoremongers, right? But y'all so law to this, man. Y'all niggas wouldn't even be standing a chance, bro. You know? And I want to say another thing. With them wanting to push the law so much, like we divided it, right? Put balance to it. Balance to it is beautiful to rehearse the righteous acts, man. Right? But at the same time, this is the reason why Yahushua died for us. Right? Through the mercy. Right? We're going to rehearse it, but we cannot be over righteous over it. And that's what these niggas is doing, and that's what's being showed. Right? This is what happens when you try to be over righteous. Right? So like you said, for the word for unction, go to the Greek word charisma. Charisma, right? Excuse me. And just going to being anointed. So like, so pretty much the anointed ones are really going to be telling you the truth, right? Those ones that was blessed to tell Israel, the elect, the 100% truth, man. Right? So let me go back and I'm going to close out, man. I'm gonna read 21 again. I'm reading to the NLT. I like that. I'm gonna close out with that. It says, so I am writing to you not because you don't know the truth, but because you know the difference between truth and lies. And that's what we're clearly seeing, right? And that's what the brother had beautifully seen tonight. He's seeing, okay, damn, what I was learning on was a lot. And like he said, when he first pulled up, right, he said, I couldn't see none of y'all garments that had like a logo on it, so I didn't know who y'all was. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, y'all wasn't IUIC. And I know y'all couldn't have been Sakari, so I had to come ask y'all. You know? And he rolled up on some real truth, some real wisdom, truth, and understanding. You know? But I just wanted to bring that out, man. Like I said, man, the brother you can see the energy on his face of learning the real. learning prophecy because he knew about it, right? He knew like it's gonna be a time where you gotta have that chip. Matter of fact, he brought out a beautiful point, right? He said, "Hey, you're gonna come a time where you're gonna be homeless." Right? Matter of fact, let me bring that up right quick because we know that. We know that, right? We know we're gonna come to a time. We know that we're gonna come to a time where we're gonna be like pilgrims upon the earth, right? And the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna what? Intervene. He's gonna provide for us, man. Right? This 2 Ezra 16, verse 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth." Right? Right, going to that word pilgrims are just pretty much letting you know it's a man looking for a spiritual benefit, a miracle. And the Lord is going to provide for us. He's not going to have us inside the wilderness just wandering around till we die. No, he's going to provide. All because why? We staying true to the name and we're not taking the MOTB, right? Standing still for the name, right? So that man already knew that part of the prophecy. He just needed the steps beforehand, right? The faith, knowing the names first and foremost, you know. Hey man, so I'm gonna close out with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the point. All right, like I said, always go back and watch the live. The title is up there. You see it. GMS Atlanta Live 4/3/2025. So I'm gonna close out by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and to the point.